Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. It is a cold and gloomy day here in Northern Virginia, and I wanted to do this video as a follow-up to my previous video that I did in reference to returning my DJI Flip. Now, I described or expressed that having that DJI Flip didn't really make any sense to me since I already had the DJI Neo and the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Now with those two drones, I had pretty much exactly what I needed, and the purchasing the DJI Flip just would have been kind of redundant. So I made the decision to return the DJI Flip and then purchase the Osmo Pocket 3, which is something that I actually would use a lot more than I would the DJI Flip. Now at the time of me recording this video, I've had the Osmo Pocket 3 for maybe about a week, and I'm loving it. I'm actually kicking myself in the butt for not actually purchasing it or getting it sooner because it has been out for a little bit over a year now. Now, as a vlog camera, I think the Osmo Pocket 3 will be a little bit more useful rather than the DJI Flip. Now, the DJI Flip has a great camera on it. It has a 4K up to 60 frames per second, and then also 100 frames per second in slow-mo. But the Osmo Pocket 3 has a 1-inch sensor, and it has 4K up to 60 frames per second and also 120 frames per second in slow-mo. But it also has an aperture of 1.7, which gives you great depth of field. If I wanted to get some aerial shots or some tracking shots of myself, I could just use my DJI Mini 4 Pro. Now, I know a lot of you out there like the DJI Flip because it does have the prop guards, the built-in prop guards. But if I wanted to, all I needed to do is just go into Amazon and buy some prop guards for the Mini 4 Pro. I still can get some unique shots with the Mini 4 Pro. It has active track, it has all the quick shots, and it also has 360 obstacle avoidance. So the majority of the time when you come against the obstacle, it'll avoid it. Unlike the DJI Flip, which only has the forward-facing obstacle avoidance. So I can track myself from the rear, the front, and also on the sides without having to worry too much about running into something. The Osmo Pocket 3 is a popular camera, and I can see why. I'm not sure why it took me so long to actually get it, but I'm glad I got it now. And I definitely will be using it a lot more when I'm creating my content. I'm very happy with the choice that I made, and also I'm very happy with the images that come from this camera. Even on a gloomy day like this, the images are pretty good. I am filming in 4K, 24 frames per second, and in D-Log. Now, I don't have any filters for this yet, so my shutter speed is set high, and my ISO is between the range of 50 and 100. But just let me know how this image looks, how the skin tones look and everything like that. And you know, leave your comment down below. So this camera is nice and compact. I can also mount it on the windshield of my car if I wanted to do a video about the full self-driving. I now have this mounted on my windshield with the suction mount, and this is the usual setup with my action camera that I use when I do videos on the full self-driving. Now, if you haven't seen one of my FSD videos, actually I only did one, you could check it out right here if you want to check that out. But it does very well, it's very compact, like I mentioned. I'm also using the face tracking, so if I were to move, it'll follow me, and it actually comes in handy when I am using the camera this way, because when you're using a gimbal, it usually sways when I'm making a turn. So it'll keep me in frame no matter what. So the moral of the story is do what's best for you. Do what actually makes sense for you. For me, the DJI Flip did not make any sense because I did have the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I will be using this a lot more for all types of content. After I purchased the DJI Flip, I realized that I didn't need the latest and greatest. It wasn't going to serve me any purpose to get it. So I returned it and got something that I would actually use. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found this very useful, if you found this entertaining, please give it a like. Also, if you want to see more content with the Osmo Pocket 3 or with any other drones that I have, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell for future content. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.